On behalf of the San Luis Obispo County Agricultural Education Committee and the grant support of the Harold J. Miossi Charitable Trust, we are proud to present to you the Virtual Great AGventure experience. Please enjoy listening to State FFA President Dean Hill.
Hello everyone, my name is Dean Hill. I'm currently serving as the California State FFA President. I'm here in Farm Supply in Paso Robles, who's always been a huge supporter of the Great AGventure. I'm here today as representative of the Future Farmers of America Youth Leadership Organization, whose purpose is to teach students to develop premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. Although I've just recently been an FFA for about 5 years, agriculture has been in my genes for as long as I can remember. I'm a fifth-generation agriculturalist, and I will continue to do so when I grow on. But now, although I know what I would want to do now, when I was a kid, I had absolutely no idea. I wanted to be a lawyer, professional football player, even a fireman. The thing is I had no clue what I wanted to do. I started out by taking a class, and that class sparked my passion to lead to what I wanted to do in my career. One of my favorite things about agriculture is you never know where you're going to end up. My father started his career wanting to be a scientist. He got his PhD studying bugs and insects. After he worked in the field for a little bit, he ended up going into product development. He was not longer the person looking at the pests and the results, but he was the one crafting the solution to take care of that. Now, he's serving as the regional manager of the sales team of men and women in a given region. He started as a scientist and now is a sales manager. One of the things that about agriculture is unique is that you never know where the road will take you. Just like here at the Great AGventure, there is a whole lot of variety as to what we can do. There are rotations with plants, with animals, and with expert equipment. I remember even when I was volunteering at the Great AGventure, I saw a helicopter. What an incredible way to get involved, an incredible opportunity to show the true variety of agriculture. When I was volunteering with my group, and I was a rotation leader, I met a student named Wally. And Wally, I asked the group a question of what they wanted to do when they were older. Wally simply responded, "I want to help people." Agriculture is exactly the right industry for that. It helps people who can't always help themselves. Students like Wally are going to be the success of agriculture in the future. I have 5 pieces of advice that I would like to share with you today. The first one is that agriculture is a family. When you're in elementary school, you have the opportunity to enroll in the 4-H program, a great way to get involved at the very start. In high school, you have the opportunity to show and to go into the FFA classes. And beyond that, there's an industry full of members and people who care about the individual. I've never seen an industry like agriculture that supports the relationship between the industry and students. They are there for you and will be able to do whatever it is that you need from them. Perhaps whether that's through scholarships or through looking over a resume or just simple advice. Adults in agriculture care for the students in the youth programs. My second piece of advice, take mental pictures. There's so much that will always be going around in life. But if you stop, take a deep breath, and enjoy the moment, try to hold on to that idea forever. Click, just take a picture. I remember when I was in 4th grade, on my birthday party, I went to play laser tag. My code name was Optimus Prime. And after that, we went and got ice cream at my favorite spot, Dippin' Dots. I took a mental picture and I remembered everything that was going on. I was having so much fun that day. Take the picture, click. My third piece of advice is shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you will land among the stars. This quote was on a poster in my cafeteria in elementary school. It reminds me to set your goals high, and no matter how much, or no matter if you succeed or not, the path you take to get there will determine your success. When I was a junior in high school, I enrolled in the hardest class I could have, AP Calculus. And while that class was by far out of my strain, I still took the steps necessary in order to grow upon myself. While I didn't finish that class with an A or a B, I still tried as hard as I could and was able to gain something from that. I learned how to work hard, how to study properly. Most importantly, I learned that I could do it. But once again, shoot for the moon. Aim your goals high and you will find success along the way. Brings us to step number 4. Try something new. My father always said, variety is the spice of life. And that is absolutely true. You never know what exactly it is that you find joy in doing until you try it. Just like one of my favorite superheroes, Batman, he's got a pretty big tool belt. Just think of everything that you're doing, trying something new, as adding to that tool belt. Whether that's something that you have done before, but you want to try it a different way, or something that you've never even remotely done, give it a shot. A time where I've done this is in my sophomore year. I enrolled in a beginning drama class. Now, I had never been on a stage before, but I knew that it was something that would get me out of my comfort zone. And boy, was I right. It surprised me. I wasn't sure whether or not I would like it. I stepped way out of my comfort zone and I was a little bit scared. But when I got there, I just had a whole lot of fun. If I didn't try that thing new, then I never would have even begun to understand. So try something new and try to enjoy it when you go along. And my final point is to be happy. Happy with yourself and happy with others. We often want to associate with people that bring the best out of us. Be that person that brings the best out of other people. How do you do that, you ask? A simple smile, laugh, and hug every once in a while. Being happy can allow you to be in a mindset of growth and development, and also focus on the good that happens in the world. With a lot going on, being positive and being a rock in positivity will be sure to make things better. I encourage you, next time that you're feeling down, give it a smile or a laugh. Just go along the way and try to bring out the greatest joys that you have to offer. Those 5 pieces of advice are just things that I learned throughout my lifetime. Agriculture education brought me to where I am today. And whether that's through FFA, 4-H, or serving in the agriculture industry, you will find your own pieces of advice. I hope that you can take the words spoken today and be able to utilize those to create whatever it is that you want to do with your life and to have fun with it. Thank you. I showed a pig my freshman year and my junior year of high school. I definitely enjoyed showing that pig, and I got to learn a whole lot from it. My other project was developing a chemical solution of pre-emergent herbicide mix to spray on my property to eradicate unwanted pests or to eradicate unwanted weeds and plants. I initially got started with advice from my father, and then I created my own scientific research as to what chemicals would best mix together and how they can affect the soil around my property. After a couple years and a long time of development, I created a perfect solution that works in my property as well as other properties neighboring. I definitely enjoyed this project. It allowed me to get in a little bit on a creative side and to do a unique project that had never really been done before as far as I was concerned. I ended up winning a couple awards for this project and had a great time researching and creating chemical solutions in doing so. Absolutely, I can totally relate to that. I've never lived on a farm or a ranch. However, there are so many opportunities to get involved in agriculture. A very common way for a 4th grader to get involved is through the 4-H program. This allows students to show an animal, to take a project to the fair, to the county fair nearest to them, and to really just kind of get an early taste as to what it's like. When 4th graders join into either a middle school or a high school, they have the opportunity to join the FFA, to become members of the Future Farmers of America, and to begin to grow and develop themselves as leaders for tomorrow. Farming is important, and all of agriculture is important because it creates the world where we are today. It allows people to have food on the table, to allow people to have clothes on their back, people to get to work every day. Agriculture is everywhere. I wanted to be state president of the California FFA to interact with members and to see what it is that gets the best out of them. I have found a lot of success and a lot of joy that comes in this organization, and I wanted to give those moments of joy and those moments of improvement to other members in this organization. The California FFA organization has about 95,000 members in its membership, and I would like to reach out to every one of those people to connect with them, create relationships, and find it exactly is that what we want to do in life. Absolutely. Girls are very welcome in the FFA. In fact, most of the FFA is about 51% female membership. Girls are very valuable in FFA, and most officer positions have females on the team. I I wear the corduroy blue jacket because it symbolizes something that's bigger than ourselves. The corduroy blue jacket symbolizes about agriculture, leadership, teamwork, and so much more. For me, I have many memories within this jacket, and I will be making many more. Throughout the fun, the joys, and the discomforts, there's always been a constant struggle and a constant thing that is tying me to what exactly it is that I want to do, and that's this blue corduroy jacket. I will be attending Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, studying agriculture systems management. I hope to then get my degree and go into the work in viticulture and try to work on a winery one day.